Hello and good day, everyone. My name is Darlena Birch, MBA, RDN, and most importantly, public health dietitian. Welcome to my kitchen, aka Darlena's Kitchen, where I talk about the science behind nutrition. One, because I'm a dietitian, and two, because I was forced into a chemistry minor. But who's better? Not me. All views expressed on this channel are my own and do not represent the opinions of any entity with which I have been, am now, or will be affiliated. For my next few episodes, I'm going to pay specific attention to vitamins and minerals so that you, the viewer, can understand why these individual nutrients are so vital for human health. I want to start today's episode by sharing a story about my pet guinea pig I had when I was in middle school. His name was Snickers, and I won him from a raffle in my science class when the two class guinea pigs mated and had some babies. Snickers was a joyous guinea pig who would squeal at the sight of me. I'd occasionally take Snickers out to the garden bed in our front yard where he could roam freely and enjoy the outdoors. Snickers loved to eat foods like lettuce, carrots, and apples, and side note, I actually do have allergy-induced asthma, so I'm technically allergic to anything with fur or feathers, and because of that, we kept Snickers in a fish tank since we had fish and there was a spare tank lying around. Now, whenever I cleaned out Snickers' cage, I definitely had to use my inhaler post-cleaning, but the fish tank helped a lot with preventing the spread of his fur across my room. One day, my dad gave me this small bottle of green liquid and instructed me to put the liquid in Snickers' water. I don't remember him telling me specifically what that green liquid was, just that it was important to put it in his water. However, I noticed that Snickers wouldn't drink his water if I put the green liquid in it, and I essentially stopped giving it to him because I wanted my guinea pig to be hydrated. But one day I came home and saw that Snickers was twitching on the floor of his tank, and when I picked him up, all I could feel were fur and bones. My dad drove me to the vet where Snickers eventually died, and I was informed that he had passed from vitamin C deficiency. As it turns out, that green liquid in the bottle my dad told me to put in his water was actually vitamin C. And now I'm a dietitian, so you should totally trust the advice I give, given that I accidentally murdered my pet guinea pig in middle school. I'm sure I've raised everyone's confidence in my professional judgment, right? So now we're going to talk about vitamin C. Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, is a water-soluble vitamin that is naturally present in some foods, added to others, and available as a dietary supplement. Most animals actually make their own vitamin C, however, some mammals cannot. Those that cannot synthesize their own vitamin C include certain primates, including humans, bats, capybaras, and guinea pigs. In fact, humans possess only 3 of the 4 enzymes needed to synthesize vitamin C. According to researchers, the 4th enzyme seems to be defective. Theories of mutation, evolution, or inborn errors have been postulated, but no one completely understands the nature of the situation. What we do know is that vitamin C is required for the biosynthesis of collagen, which is an essential component of connective tissue, which plays a vital role in wound healing. L-carnitine, which is a chemical similar to an amino acid that is produced in the body and helps the body turn fat into energy, certain neurotransmitters, and is also involved in protein metabolism. Vitamin C is also an important physiological antioxidant and has been shown to regenerate other antioxidants within the body, including alpha-ketopherol, aka vitamin E. Ongoing research is examining whether vitamin C, by limiting the damaging effects of free radicals through its antioxidant activity, might help prevent or delay the development of certain cancers, cardiovascular disease, and other diseases in which oxidative stress plays a causal role. In addition to its biosynthetic and antioxidant functions, vitamin C plays an important role in immune function and improves the absorption of non-heme iron, which is the form of iron present in plant-based foods. As a side note, this is one reason why juice was originally included in the WIC food package, because juice comes fortified with vitamin C, and vitamin C helps your body absorb iron from plant sources. You see, non-heme iron is less bioavailable than iron that comes from protein. Since WIC is a nutrition program that helps address iron deficiency anemia, vitamin C was included in the prescriptive food package. Because humans are unable to synthesize ascorbic acid, we obtain our daily requirements from natural sources such as citrus fruits, including oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruits, and vegetables such as potatoes, broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, and red peppers. Ascorbic acid can be easily destroyed by heat, therefore many foods can lose their vitamin C content because of cooking, storage, or oxidation. There is no storage site in the body for vitamin C, however some tissues carry higher concentration of vitamin C, such as the white blood cells, adrenal glands, and pituitary glands. So now that I've talked about why vitamin C is important and where you can find it in your food, I'm now going to talk about vitamin C deficiency, which is also known as scurvy. Scurvy is characterized by fatigue, widespread connective tissue weakness, and capillary fragility. When we think of scurvy, chances are most of us think of pirates. Are you scurvy mate? Vitamin C, or at least the effects of its deficiency, have long been well documented, and it became a serious issue among mariners in the 15th and 16th centuries when the devastating health effects became evident on long voyages. In 17 1747, James Lind, a British Royal Navy surgeon, conducted what was to be considered the first example of a controlled experiment aboard his ship. Aware of the lethal effects of scurvy, Lind selected 12 men suffering from the condition aboard the HMS Salisbury and divided them into 6 groups of 2. In addition to the daily rations they received, Lind provided oranges and lemons to one group, while the other groups received cider, vinegar, seawater, or a mixture of garlic, mustard, and horseradish. Those given the citrus fruits quickly and fully recovered, leading Lind to conclude that oranges and lemons prevented scurvy. From that day forward, citrus juices from oranges, lemons, and especially limes were used by the limeys of the Royal Navy to prevent and cure scurvy. James Lind published his findings in the Treatise on the Scurvy in 1753. Now, I do have some ethical dilemmas regarding Dr. Lind's experiment, but I suppose we owe him a big thank you for sacrificing the crew of the HMS Salisbury. Clinical manifestations of scurvy can be seen within 8 to 12 weeks of irregular or inadequate intake, and the manifestations of scurvy can vary by the individual. Early stages are often characterized by malaise, fatigue, and lethargy. 1 to 3 months of inadequate intake can lead to anemia, myalgia, bone pain, easy bruising, swelling, perifollicular hemorrhages, corkscrew hairs, gum disease, poor wound healing, mood changes, and depression. Late stages of scurvy are more severe and life-threatening. Common manifestations include generalized edema, severe jaundice, hemolysis, acute spontaneous bleeding, neuropathy, fever, convulsions, and death. Now, the recommended intake of vitamin C dosage per day for healthy women is 75 milligrams per day, and you'll see on the whiteboard a chart that shows the recommended daily intake of vitamin C for all age groups and genders. For adults, the tolerable upper intake level, which is the highest daily intake likely to pose no risk, is 2,000 milligrams per day. Now, one of the cool things about vitamin C is that it is water soluble, so any excess is usually excreted in the urine rather than stored in the body. This makes it safe in almost any amount from foods, and supplements in recommended amounts are also regarded as safe for most people. In some people, high doses, say more than 2,000 or 3,000 milligrams per day, can cause symptoms such as diarrhea, nausea, heartburn, gastritis, fatigue, flushing, headache, and insomnia. People with chronic liver or kidney conditions, gout, or a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones should take no more than 1,000 milligrams per day. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you see, please smash the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, you're your own best advocate. Feed your body well, nourish your soul, nurture your mind, and nutrify your spirit. Remain true to yourself, and never forget that every second forward is another opportunity to be a better version of your past self.